One, I want to show you guys something really quick. So doves apparently really like a lot of green, vegetables, that sort of thing, broccoli, that kind of thing, and these guys are no different. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing a bit of a socializing technique with some spinach, and they're loving this because what they're doing is I'm holding it pretty tight, and what this is doing is this is getting them used to my fingers, and they're literally just it allows them to grab pieces. Because if I were to just lay it on the floor or lay it in a bowl or whatever, it would literally it would go flying, and they need some good grip to be able to shred it, okay? So, I mean, you could technically take, which I will do in the future, the old way that people used to hang up their clothes to dry, those little clothesline pins. You can get a few of those, and you could take some green and like just really attach it to the wire of the cage with the vegetable, okay? And that's okay, you could do that. But what I'm doing is, this is for a purpose of getting them used to my fingers. So what's happening now is when I stick my fingers in the cage, they come to preen my fingers. Because they're used to reaching out and kind of jabbing. So they are literally, oh, look at this one's gonna get a big piece. They literally are just loving it, and they're having a lot of fun with it too, because doves are just naturally foragers. They love to try to get their own food, It's one thing for them to, look at this one. It's one thing for them to like have it laid out for them, but they have a lot more fun fighting for it. If you've ever seen a dove yank on things, especially males, they like to pull on things and just like get resistance. They love that. So what they're doing is, they love the stem too, it's amazing. This is just a wonderful little technique. Excuse the cage, I gotta put some new newspaper down. I had some in there, but I gotta tape it down or something, because when they fly, it flies around. So I gotta put some new newspaper. So this is what I'm doing. See that? And they're becoming friendlier and friendlier actually by the hour. Simply because now I stick my hands in it and they just go, okay, what do you got there? See their eyes? See how friendly they look? They look so happy. And spinach is they just love it. I'm going to get them a fresh piece in a minute. But this is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So now, and if you recognize the emotion of the way they with their beaks and stuff, now when I stick my hands in it, it's awesome, because they literally like are so friendly with me. And the next deal for me is, so they're really shredding it like this. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to work with, earlier I had some birdseed. Look at this one. It's a big piece. I may have to grab that one. Let's see, I'm going to have a little piece right here, and they're going to reach for it. What's going to happen, when it happened earlier, is I had birdseed in my hand, and literally, I had some fly to my hand simply because I had birdseed in it. And I love that, because what if I could teach them to fly to me, or any person's hand? What if you could get a bird that flies to you? It starts with treats, and then you just kind of, do that enough to where it's repetitive. Sorry, I'm having to focus this camera here. Where you can get them to, they're still going after it. Where you basically have to just, hold your hand out and you have birdseed, and then eventually their birdseed, you don't have birdseed in your hand. If you hold your hand out, they eventually fly to it anyway, because they expect birdseed, but there won't be anything there. And then you go into a process of just giving them a treat afterwards. See what I mean? So it's just a process. So I'm curious to see what happens, right? It'll be really cool. You guys need some newspaper in there though, right? Don't you? Here you go. Here. Yeah. I need to put some in there last night, some newspaper, and it just went flying. So I thought, okay, I gotta tape it. Because this is more of a flight cage now. They're actually able to do laps, which is really nice. See, look at that. Is that yummy? This is so good for them. Look, see? This is great. This is a success. This one right here last night wasn't sure about me. Is now like thrilled. Because I'm the person with the goodies. Yeah, aren't you? Such pretty green. Oh, and the green. The color is that color. The color is a really big deal. It's drawing. It really catches the eye. I always encourage bright colored treats if you can swing it. Spinach is relatively inexpensive at the moment. So, you guys enjoying that? I have to get them some more. But we'll see. I'm learning as I go. I always like to post little things like this because, you know, you never know if someone doesn't know anything about this or know that they can give their doves spinach. You really can. They really are a lot more like parrots than you realize. Well, they're quite a bit like parakeets. That's why they like parakeet food. But parakeets, they're eating their, I've got parakeets and they're eating their spinach right now. So it's very much like that. Very good for them. Okay? All right. Yeah. See how friendly their eyes are? You can see the happiness. There's a happiness there. All right? Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.